Hey guys, it's Joshy here, and I am back with another Ultra Sun Ultra Moon theme team. So this is our Gen 5 prime number theme team, and I have to say I loved this team. Like, it just, the sets and everything I absolutely loved, and this has taken me a little bit longer because one, really busy, but two, I went to edit it and then when recording, deleted a video instead of playing it to record, so, But yeah, so anyway, if you do enjoy this at any stage, please do fire lash that like button, so I think you know who's coming. But also, as well, if you want to battle me like Joey is here, I did it off Discord, so you can jump on that is linked below. So anyway, Joey leads off with his, Shiny Cubone, and I led off with my Dwebble. So I didn't really like this matchup. I really like my Dwebble set, but it's got to work. So I thought I'm going to swap into Swadloon here. I'm not sure exactly what I'm expecting. I'm probably thinking ground move. I actually avoid it, and I thought, okay, I'll stay in here and use this Swadloon. This was a really interesting Swadloon set. I'll probably tamper with it a little bit, but it has Camouflage, Calm Mind, Razor Wind, and Grass Whistle, so not the best. So anyway, I thought let's bring in Hot Spitfire here, which is, you know, my Heatmore, only one nickname. So I thought I'll go for Fire Lash. I should do around half. I don't know what item he's carrying, but I should be able to then do, you know, decent damage. Now he goes for the knockoff, luckily instead of a stabbed, really strong ground move. So now I can take him out. He has got rid of my choice Scarf? No. Can't remember which one it is. I think it's Choice Scarf, yeah. So then, you know, Choice Scarf, so I'm not faster, but we can see where it goes. So now it brings in Incineroar. Now, I would have put money on the fact that he was going to have Intimidate. So this was actually a hard team to generally get really good battles with because I had one NU and the rest were PU or less. So I thought I'll go for Fire Lash. I do outspeed, which is great. I get the defense drop, which will help just a little bit. But then he goes for the Earthquake, so I was like, okay, well, you know, we're going to take the damage here, we're going to probably go down, and I was correct, so that was fine with me, you know, I got that defense drop on him, he got a crit, which didn't matter. So Heatmore's going down, didn't get to do too much this battle. There were battles as well that weren't used because they weren't that close, but then Heatmore, you know, some of them did a lot of work in those ones. So anyway, I've got a Mulga here, and I loved this set as well, so I don't know exactly why I decided to go for Charge. I thought maybe he's a mixed set. I didn't know if he was going to be, I was hoping he was going to be banded or something, so that way he'd actually have to swap out and I get a free charge, but no, he's not, and I stayed, I already knew that. If I paid any form of attention, I could have done, well, I didn't know that. But anyway, I thought bring in Dwebble again. So this is a prime opportunity now. I think that I can get this working. You know, I've lost 3, he's lost 1. So I go for a Swords Dance, he goes for a Flare Blitz, and I'm going, okay, well, I need to live this. I need to live this, and thankfully I'm a Dwebble. I live it on 3. I am not sturdy. So I now get my weak armor, so now I'm +2 in speed. I've got now +2 in attack as well. I'm in plus, you know, -1 in defense, but I'm at 3 HP, so it's not going to matter. So I go for the Stone Edge. I do not miss, and this damn Incineroar is going down. So I love this Dwebble set. And I'll show you what item I'm carrying now. So I am Swords Dance, X Scissor, Stone Edge, and I'm actually Rock Wrecker, which I decided to bring instead of, obviously, an Earthquake, or that would be better for coverage. But the reason I bring Rock Wrecker is because I wanted to have an absolute nuke on my Dwebble. So now, I'm now going to be able to cause a lot of damage against nearly anyone with a Z Continental Crush coming from Rock Wrecker. So I'm like, yes, please. So unfortunately this is a Togedemaru, so it resists it, and it's also, you know, got its shield up, its spiky shield, but that still does 1/4 of its HP, so that is fantastic. So I thought I'm going down this turn for sure. So I went for Stone Edge for the simple fact that if by lucky chance I did get a crit and take him out, I would be able to continue, but I don't. Rock Wrecker would have taken him out. But the thing is, that was so close. But the good thing as well is he has Life Orbs, so this Togedemaru is going down. So now we're sitting here 3 lost, 4 lost. We're not too bad. So he's going to bring in his Wheezma here, and I do really like Shiny Weezer. Just the green tips are pretty cool. And I bought in my Solosis, and I mean, I'm going to keep saying I love this set because I love them all. So anyway, Solosis is really interesting. Now, it's a Pokemon a lot of people don't know. He has a base, I think it is 110 special attack. A Pokemon like this has massive special attack, literally blitzes so many Pokemon you wouldn't think of. So anyway, I'm going to go for Psychic, the stab move. This thing is going to tank it really well, or decently anyway, so it's going to get the Spadef drop. So I'm like, okay, well this is going to be really close. I don't know how the rolls were on the first one, and I live on 1 freaking HP, and now I'm able to pop my Potato Berry, because yeah, why would I carry Focus Sash or anything? To, you know, and now I am now +1 in special attack, and I can blitz off a Psychic. Now, generally you think of it, and a Wheezma generally has good HP, so he's probably got HP investment there. But now he brings out, and it says Heracross, don't ask me why, he'll know why. But it's, obviously, I nearly called it Aerodactyl. Good work, Joshua. Articuno. So I outspeed because of the Trick Room. I do over half, which was just fantastic. This is against, I mean, I know it's probably by the looks of this move, because he goes for the Water EMZ move, so I'm like, I'm on 1 HP, so it's obviously a status move. So it's Z Rain Dance. I'm going to say getting a speed up, he's probably a max speed, max special attack, Articuno. So then I was like, well, even with that, I still did a lot more damage than I expected, and I think he expected a lot less, because now I have 1 turn left, or is it 2 turns? I'm not sure. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to outspeed, so he needs to swap, otherwise I'm going to be able to take out that Articuno. So anyway, he swaps into his Duosum, so now it's time to prove who's better. So dimensions return to normal. Obviously, I'm going to be slower, so he's going to outspeed me. But he's going to go for a Carmine, so I'm like, that's not too bad. You know, I can work with a Carmine on this thing. You know, I'm not sure exactly where it's headed, but we can definitely work with it. So now I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball. So I was like, at least it's super effective. I should do decent. I am +1. I do a very large chunk. And, you know, as I said, like, obviously I'm bursting my evolution, so it's obviously slightly better stat-wise. But, I mean, hello, like, again, as I said, Solosis, all stats are very average, except for special attack, which is ridiculous. So anyway, I do the same again. I'm taking off just more than he's recovering, so now he has to make this decision, which I would too. I would have gone into the attacking, you know, coming for an attack. So he's going to take out Solosis. All he had to do is hit, but that's fine because I caused a lot of damage. You know, okay, I took out a Wheezma, but, you know, really put a dent in him here. So now my last Pokemon is Klinklang, and I really love Klinklang. I honestly think it only sits in the NU tier for the simple fact that it's just missing a couple of moves from its move pool, whatever they are, Earthquake, you know, a couple of things. But either way, I am obviously a physical Klinklang, but I also don't have that much to hit with. So Klinklang, I'm running Gear Grind, as you can see. I'm running Shift Gear, which gives you +2 in attack, +1 in speed. No, other way around. +2 in speed, +1 in attack. I also have Rain. Oh my gosh. Wild Charge, got there. And then I have Volt Switch just in case I need it. So anyway, I won that first one 1-0. It was a really, really good battle. I really enjoyed that one. So now we've got Brendan coming up. So this one I actually had more recently than the other one because I had to recuperate, and so I had to do a couple of battles to get back. So he leads off with his Chinchino. I'm like, that's not too bad. I led off with a Mulga. I thought this could work out, you know. I am a static Emolga, so I can work with that. We'll see what happens. So he's going to outspeed me. I wasn't sure who's going to be faster, depending on, you know, what we're running exactly. And so I ended up going for a charge. I thought, I was just hoping I'd outspeed, or that he was a gimmicky special attacking set, and I was wrong. So now I'm like, okay, well, I need to swap. So I took the chance and I thought, let's go into Dwebble, because if he goes for a knockoff expecting a swap, he's not going to be able to knock off. But he goes for Tail Slap. I'm like, oh crap, this is going to hit 5 times. Like, yeah, okay, that did 10. But I'm now -1 in defense. Yeah, I'm +2 in speed, but I'm -1 in defense. So he hits me again, does more. Now I'm -2 in defense. So this is going to repeat right up to hitting me on the last one, -4. So he does 3. He crits me on the third. I'm like, no, don't lose Dwebble yet. Like, I mean, I am speedy, but, you know, he hits me again. I'm like, okay, this is going to be super close. And if he gets a crit, I'm definitely done. But I'm -4, and I live on 6. I'm like, oh my god, thank God. That was honestly sitting there playing this. I was like, what's going to happen? This is like, you're on edge. So he hits 5 times, lives on 6, 120 damage. Like, oh. And I thought, you know what? Obviously, I'm going to outspeed. My speed couldn't go any higher. But I thought, I am not risking this. I'm not risking a miss. X Scissor, I haven't got a boost in attack, so I need to make sure this thing is gone. So I just thought, nuke it, because I don't want to be versing this Cinccino anymore. So my little Dwebble there is going to spring up and make a bigger rock than ever and just absolutely destroy this little tail slapper over here. And Cinccino is going down. I was a little worried as well he maybe focus sash and I was going to scream, but I didn't have to. So now he's going to bring in Jelly Scent, and I'm like, okay, well this thing's going to be bulky. Like, you know, I'm not going to take this out, especially without a Swords Dance. But so I thought, you know what, stuff it. Let's go for the Rock Wrecker. I should be able to do decent damage. I do nicely over half. Like with a Swords Dance, I would have taken that out. But he's going to have the Citrus Berry, so he's going to get more back. So, you know, I was like, ugh, okay. So he's going to go for the Scald here, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'm down. But that's fine. Dwebble got rid of that thing because that thing was a worry at the start, and I can't believe he lived all them with a critical hit in the middle. So here I sent out Swadloon, and then I was like, yeah, let's go for the Grass Whistle, let's put him to sleep, and let's go from there. So he goes for a Will-O-Wisp, which does suck a little bit because now instead of running Eviolite or anything, I'm a leftovers Swadloon set. Yes, something intelligent to run. But I went for Grass Whistle. So I thought, okay, well, we should be able to do this. And then I was like, oh, wait. My only attacking move is a normal type attack. Razor Wind. So, yeah. So here I was like, this is where I went for a Carmine and then realised my error. So I was like, I need to swap. So I was like, should I stay in? I'm thinking maybe I'll be able to get him to back out and freak out, you know. I don't really want to change because if I stay in at this point, he might go, oh, I didn't know what moves he had. If it only has Scald or Water moves that aren't super effective or that, I'm fine. If he carries a Ghost move, then, you know. So I thought at this stage, I'm just going to swap out. I'm hoping he's going to stay asleep again. This was all my error. I really, really like the Swadloon set. I might change it up for Giga Drain instead. But we'll see what I do. And then maybe change one other thing. But anyway, let's go with the Mulga. So Wild Charge. And I thought, I'm just going straight for this. I'm hoping I can take this Jelly Scent out from that range. It is super effective, and I do, so thank goodness, because I was worried he was going to wake up the turn before and take me out. So I'm sitting at 22 HP, and I'm like, let's see what he brings in. So he brings in Borealis, which is his shiny Amoris. So I'm like, okay, well, I was thinking about this, and I was like, well, if you're going to go for an Ice move, I should hopefully be able to live it by going for Roost, because that thing is, Roost actually removes your Flying type for the rest of that turn. So by using it, I actually lose my Flying, and I become an Electric type only. So then I was like, cool. So, and then he goes for Rock Polish, and I was like, you really? Like, really? I was hoping for like an Ice Beam or a Blizzard, but no, you're going to pull it out now. Got it. So now, because I'm slower, I can't get a Roost off and become only Electric type. So, you know, I'm going to go down there. So Mulga's down, but at least Mulga, you know, finally got to take someone out. I've actually used a Mulga for a few little things, and he's actually can be very, very problematic with my brain to work. Acrobatics, which he's got. Anyway, so I'm going to actually pop my weakness policy here, which was fantastic. I thought he hasn't got any boost in anything but speed. And then I'm going to go for Shift Gear. Now, I'm not sure if I called it Shift Gear or something else earlier, but it doesn't matter. So I'm able to get Shift Gear off. And honestly, it is a move that only Kling Klang and Magina knows. But I honestly think there should be a way for, what's it called? Magnezone to learn it. But that's just my thoughts. So anyway, I'm able to go for Gear Grind there. I'm going to outspeed, obviously, with my +2 in speed, and 1 will take him out, being 4 times super effective. Probably could have taken him out the first time, but I needed to get that speed boost to make sure I can follow up hitting hard against everything else. So he's going to bring in Mushana. I'm like, okay, well, you know, this thing's going to be bulky, I'm sure. So we'll see how much damage I do. I am +3 in attack, but if this thing's really bulk invested, which obviously it is, I'm not actually going to be able to take it out with just 1 Gear Grind. So I'm like, is it? Yeah, it's going to go for me for Psychic, as you would. Like, you're just hoping to live here. So he's going to take Kling Klang out there. Unfortunately, no sweep for me today, but that's fine. You know, I'd already taken some out. I will get one. I would love to get one. There's a couple of guys in here I could sweep with. So I thought, let's bring back in Swadloon. I may be able to get stuff to work here if I'm lucky, and, you know, show this little baby off. So I go for Grass Whistle. I outspeed, which is great, but no, I miss. So this thing goes for Moonlight, and I'm like, oh, great. So now he gets to recover. That's what I need. And yeah, that's, you know, whatever. So anyway, I'm like, okay, well, I got lefties, but then I'm burnt, so it just nullifies each other. So I'm pretty much just no held on virtually and not burnt. You know, you do the same, gain the same. So I thought, okay, well, let's go for Grass Whistle again. But he's going to swap out into Victory Bell, and I was like, okay, well, I wonder why he's bringing this out. So I thought, oh my god, I missed again. I thought, well, this got 55% accuracy. Technically, I should hit 1 or 2, so hopefully I'll hit the next one. But I was expecting him to come out, and if he's coming out, I'm either going to be hit with poison, or which, well, as soon as I saw Sunny Day, I'm like, this thing is going to probably have Weather Ball, which is 4 times super effective. Now, I didn't really play this smartly because, one, I probably could have used Camouflage there so I wasn't that weak, and I could have started boosting myself with with Calm Mind, but no, I wanted to get him to sleep. 2, going for the Weather Ball here, it's going to become a fire type move due to the fact it's sunny, but my Heat Maul has Flash Fire, so if I swapped into him right here, which is half the reason Swadloon worked really well, is because he could draw out fire type moves and I could swap into Heat Maul. But that didn't work, so I thought, okay, bring in Solosis. I'm hoping I can live something badly. I'm not sure. This thing can be very strong. And then he pulls out the Solar Beam. Like, that's probably going to be too much for me. If I can live, I will definitely take this thing out for sure, because this will knock me down to a Potato Berry. So I'm like, can I? No. And I'm like, oh well, Solosis, you did great work last battle, but unfortunately, buddy, not today. So he's got 3 left, and I've got just Spitfire. As a bonus, though, the Sun is going to allow me to power up my Fire type move. So with what he's got left and what I've got left, which is 1 Scarfed Mon, I need to lock myself into 1 move and 1 move only, which is definitely going to be my Stabbed Fire Lash. He doesn't have, from what I know, or I could tell, on his team, anyone who completely absorbs or resists it. So I was like, good, I can hit everyone, and that's what I need, because with the defense dropping, it's going to open up more windows, opportunities for me. So him swapping into here, this thing is generally bulky, but thanks to the defense drop, I can make sure now that I can take it out. So now Victory Bell's going to come back in. I'm like, oh, well, I don't know if this was a Chloroform or Gluttony set, because I could see it being Gluttony, and so it gets knocked under half, eats a Potato Berry or something, and then it's going to really start smashing out Solar Beams and Weather Balls. But doesn't matter, because I outspeed because I'm Scarfed, and, well, now it's not Sunny, don't know what ability he had, and I'm going to definitely take it out. So now we're both down to our last, so I'm like, here we go, pretty cool. So I'll go for a Fire Lash. I thought, okay, hopefully I can do a decent hit. Does not enough to take him out in 2 turns. So I was like, great. So he goes for Draco, and he misses. I'm like, no, oh, that sucks. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's see how close I can get here. So I go for Fire Lash, again, obviously, knock him right down low, but unfortunately this thing being, who he is going to just leave it. He's going to munch on a little berry there. It's only a citrus, so it's not too much. So he goes for the Draco again, he needs to take me out, and he misses 2 of them in a row. I'm like, you've got to be kidding. How do you do that? Like, I would have been pretty darn salty, and I think Brendan was a little bit, but it's kind of funny when it happens. And so finally now, even though he got the double citrus recovery, I'm able to go for the 3rd Fire Lash, and thanks to the double defense drop there, I'm able to actually win that one there, which was pretty bullshit, honestly, because I shouldn't have won that. I mean, how do you miss 2 Draco Meteors in a row? But they were both really, really cool battles that came both down to the last Pokemon, which was awesome. And as I said, there isn't one set on my team I didn't really love. Like I said, I'm going to tinker a little bit with Swadloon, because, and as you saw, it's shiny Swadloon. I want to get it working, and as I said, Giga Drain might give me a chance to get recovery off, so I may be able to then rely on an Eviolite instead, which would be a smarter set. But I just wanted to move away from the Eviolite. So guys, if you did enjoy this, as I said earlier, please do Fire Lash that like button, because, helps me out, lets me know you're enjoying this and want to see more of these. Also, before I get into the rest of it, don't forget, I'm going to link it at the end. I'll link both of them. I do have a folder just for the prime number theme teams and the square number theme teams for each generation. I haven't done the 5th gen square number, but obviously it's coming, so I'm working on them. I'm going to hopefully have it out before Let's Go. But it'd be cool if people go through there and check them out and let me know what you think through just the prime number and square number ones, because they are a different type of theme team and I really enjoy them. As I said before as well, don't forget Discord, Twitch and Twitter is linked below. I will battle off Discord, so it's great to jump on there. More and more people are, and I've had some battles against some new people, which are great. And finally, guys, oh, no, I haven't, it's not even finally, there's 2 things. 1, comment section, let me hear from you guys. 2, don't forget the sub button is there if you want to keep up to date with me, these battles, other stuff I do, or Let's Go when I start really getting into that, which means as soon as I get hold of it, I'm going to smash as many recordings as I can. But anyway, guys, until my next video, I'll see ya.